It started with a laugh. Not a whisper, not a word, just that sharp, high-pitched laugh, mocking, careless, full of the kind of confidence that only comes when you think no one's listening. My daughter's voice slipped through the cracked bedroom door like a blade. I wasn't supposed to be home yet, but there I was, frozen in the hallway, listening to the kind of truth that rips through your chest like shrapnel. "Dad's clueless," she said, her tone light, dismissive, like I was some joke she was tired of hearing. Then came the real blow. "Mom's boyfriend is over all the time. He doesn't even notice." The laugh again, that cruel, knowing kind, a sound I'll never unhear. I stood there, one hand pressed to the hallway wall like I was bracing against an earthquake. My breath caught. I didn't move. I didn't rush in or start shouting. I just stood there, cracked open and hollow. And then came the final nail, when she gets everything from the divorce, his money, his time. We're leaving. All of us. All of us. That meant her, to my daughter. The same little girl who used to wait by the window when I got home late from work. The one who clung to my leg in kindergarten, cried when I missed her birthday, once told her entire class one was her hero. Now she was in that room, sitting beside her mother, plotting to gut me like a stranger. They weren't just betraying me, they were rewriting me into some blind, pathetic caricature. I didn't storm in. I didn't scream. I just walked away step by step down the hallway like a ghost wearing my skin. I went into the office, shut the door, and sat in the dark. I didn't cry. I calculated. 15 years, that's how long Jessica and I had built our life, from nothing. We started in a showbox apartment with a hand-me-down mattress on the floor, scratched pans, one bedroom, and a crying baby that didn't sleep through the night for the first year. I worked double shifts, took on side gigs, drove an hour each way to a job I didn't even like just to keep the lights on. And she stayed home. With Emma. We were a team, or so I thought. Looking back now, the signs were there like bruises I refused to see. The new passwords, the private phone calls behind closed doors, perfume sprayed after midnight. I ignored them all, told myself it was normal, that people drift sometimes. I bought her more things, took her out more, tried harder, worked longer hours to afford vacations she'd already planned to take without me. But that night, everything snapped into focus. I saw it all for what it really was. Her bored eyes when I talked about my day, the fake smiles, the perfectly timed girls' nights that always happened while I was out of town. I had blamed myself for her unhappiness, for the distance, for everything. But the truth, she was already gone. They both were. That night, I didn't sleep. Instead, I opened every account, moved every liquid fund into a cold wallet. I canceled joint subscriptions, transferred asset ownership quietly, discreetly, changed insurance beneficiaries, shut down savings accounts I had kept alive through years of sacrifice. Then I made one more call, to my attorney, corporate, cold and worth every damn penny. "I want divorce papers drawn up," I told him, "irreconcilable differences. Make sure it's ready before Christmas." He hesitated. "That's soon. I want her to sign before she realizes what she's lost." The next morning, I smiled through breakfast. Emma was bright-eyed. Jessica kissed me on the cheek like she hadn't betrayed me just hours before. It was all a flawless performance. They thought I was still the fool. They didn't know I had started writing my own ending. Every night while they rehearsed their escape, I laid the traps, quietly, carefully. I rewrote the script they'd written me out of. And then Christmas came. The house looked perfect. The lights, the tree, the smell of cinnamon and pine. It was the kind of morning people post online to prove how happy they are. We opened presents like nothing was wrong. Emma laughed. Jessica smiled and feigned delight. And then I handed her the final gift, an envelope, plain white, her name written in my hand. She opened it, read the first few lines. Her face lost every trace of color. "Divorce papers," she whispered, her voice trembling. "Final, irrevocable," I replied, sipping my coffee slowly. "Where's the money?" "Protected. Moved a day after your bedtime confession." Emma froze, her mouth opened, but the words died in her throat. Jessica whipped around to her. "What did you do?" she snapped. I stood, calmly. "I trusted both of you," I said, "and you turned me into a stepping stone. so I rewrote the ending. I reached into my pocket, pulled out a flash drive, and dropped it onto the table. It clattered louder than anything else that morning. "That's a recording," I said. "It's already with my lawyer, just in case you decide to fight dirty." Jessica looked like she had swallowed fire. Emma started crying. And me, I didn't feel angry. I didn't feel broken. I felt clean. Numb, but clean. "The house is yours," I said. "But the mortgage isn't. The car comes with me. The accounts are empty. You can keep the tree, the lights, and whatever is left of the story you told yourselves." I picked up my suitcase. One folder. One clean slate. No slammed doors. No final argument. Just my absence, neatly folded into the space where a husband and father used to be. Outside. Snow was falling slow, quiet, like ashes from a fire finally put out. For the first time in years, I felt weightless, not happy, not yet, but free. People say revenge leaves you empty. Maybe. But some betrayals don't deserve forgiveness. They deserve clarity. And I left them with nothing but truth and the silence I should have given them long ago. Let them explain to their new lover why their plan fell apart in their hands. Let them sit beside the glittering tree, wrapped in lies and ribbons, staring at the space where trust used to be. All that was left of me was gone, wrapped tighter than any bough.